Good morning, everybody. So I am I've been wanting for a while to have a little go at these like chill, and I don't even know the name of them. They seem to have come out as like chill and chat sessions. So there's like a random hair that is awkwardly stuck in my B button. Oh, that's going to be annoying. But ones where I'm not necessarily gaming, or maybe when I'm doing some video editing or like some 3D design and stuff like that, because so I'll try and make sure that these are not labeled as like gaming ones, but basically just like hangout sessions and stuff, because like sometimes I feel lonely and want to chat to you guys. So I'm going to have a practice at doing some of these. I think I've got chill, and I think I'll stick with chill and chat as the kind of where's my phone? I think I'll stick with chill and chat as the kind of name for it, so that at least you guys know that is. Can you tell I'm distracted today? But then so that you know that it's not gaming ones. Because it would be awesome to have like hangout sessions and things as well. As well as like the gaming ones. Because I don't know, I think that was part of the problem last time, in that when I was streaming before. Particularly I remember with like Lords of the Fallen, the game is like, it's fucking hard. Like it's a fucking hard game. I just wasn't there with it. And I am still a little bit ill. I have been getting more sleep, and I almost feel like, not worse, but when you're just tired, I just feel like meh. So the idea of like doing some epic bouncy, like cool stream for you guys is just not there. So we're just gonna have to like I don't know, I feel like explore ways that I can still stream regularly when my energy is low. Not necessarily that I'm low, but when my energy is low. So anyway. So we will have this as like a chatting one. I guess depending on what I do in them as well, I was thinking maybe could do some screen share of things as well. Particularly like, I don't know, it's nerdy, but I've got like, I am so much better at doing things when there's other people around. I do know this is an ADHD thing. It's called like body doubling. It's kind of like, I remember like being at uni, so like college or varsity, whatever you kind of call it. It's like going and revising in the library with other people. Or it's like going to the gym to do a class, even if it's like a bodyweight one, so you could do it at home. And God, I remember it was years and years and years ago actually. I worked out. I remember, I can't remember what was the question I asked myself. It was something like when was everything easy for you? Like, what was in place in your life when everything was easy and manageable? Like everything just flowed, and if you can list off like a few kind of things, I mean, like summer tends to help, for example, like friends and like good relationships and all this, that, and the other. But the big one was just like when I'm studying. So, and I was like, well, what is it when I'm studying? Like, what does that mean? Like, I enjoy learning, which is great, but it was the structure of like just having the classes to go to, or like the labs to go to and stuff like that. And then it was when like things are always better when I am regularly training, like doing sport. But it's by far the best when I'm doing it in a group, and then there's like classes and stuff. Almost like where there's things where there's like no choice. So I notice it now, being a bit older, they like the school holidays versus not. Like I feel like I just get more done, like I'm more productive, and I'm kind of like more me when I have that routine and stuff in place. So anyway, my point being is that I get more stuff done, and there's this big list of things in my head that I want to do real life wise, and a fair amount of it can be on the computer as well. So for stuff like I've got like a really nerdy thing where I'm trying to design some storage for one of my like bedside drawers, actually the little one over there, to like, so everything has like a slot to put stuff in. I think that's really nerdy anyway, that I seem to have this desire for everything to have its place. But I've been doing it for downstairs and using other people's designs. I've got a version of a design on the windowsill, actually. I think it's just out of view there. And I need to tweak it, and I just can't get around to doing it on my own. But I know that if I had other people here, or if I was doing it on stream, then maybe I would actually get around to it. But because that's not gaming stuff and things, I think that doing it as like a chill and chat session, like hang out, and going to the library to work together, or going to a coffee shop and work type thing, I feel like that might work. So I'm going to give it a try anyway. So, but feel free, if that's not what you're here for, to not worry. But if you also just want to hear me chattering to myself in the background whilst you're working, that could be good. And it might make more sense to actually do them as like body doubling sessions. But anyway, I feel like this beginning of stream has been very obvious about how distracted I am today, how all over the place I am with my head today. So I'm going to try and get some stuff done. And if you want to join me, then so be it. So I'll be honest, I don't know how to do things where like I'm sharing my, I use like Google Chrome, how to share that on screen with you without sharing too much of my personal info. So that'll be one of the things that's on the list to kind of do. I need to work out how, when I get a new follower on Twitch, I've got a little alert that pops up, but I can't see who it is. Oh, hey, Shab, how are you doing? I'm trying to do like a geeky semi-admin thing, video editing, like I say, as the title kind of says. But one of the things I need to work out is how to know when someone follows or subscribes or what have you, who they are, to be able to say their name. I don't know how to do that because clearly streamers know. So yeah, that's one of the things that I'm working out today, Matt. So I will be gaming very shortly. So this is kind of like a little bit of a filler stream. But I want to get that supercut up of The Last of Us. So I am good, man. I woke up this morning thinking that I was feeling better. I'm still feeling a little bit rough, to be honest. And then like I think like feeling like tired and fatigued. It's that like feeling like I call it feeling wobbly. I don't mean physically wobbly. It's like emotionally wobbly. It's like that, like not had a bad day, nothing wrong, but I'm just like I want to hide from the world type today, which ironically I'm then going on here with you guys. But what are you up to today? How have your last few days been, man? Let's see. Oh, you are sleeping. Okay, well, rest up then. But sleep is it's not coffee over the computer. Well, have a good rest, man. But it was good to like thank you for popping in, dude. I like that about streams and that you can just pop in. Right, but we're going to work out the best way to see whether we can work out who is following or not. So I think we'll stick with Twitch first because I know YouTube. I had a little look. There's we'd have to have like the API sorted or something with that. So and I'm using Restream. So I'm wondering if I can just get an alert like in the chat so I can see. Like so, I tend to use ChatGPT a lot. I know ChatGPT is not the be all and end all, but I find it really helpful. So, right, so for ChatGPT, is there? Do I? I really want to be able to share my screen. I wonder if we do. Nah, I don't know. Nah, because that's got and ChatGPT has loads of stuff in it about loads of things that I definitely don't want to. Not rude stuff, but I definitely don't want to be sharing with all you guys. So we will leave that for the time being, but I'll work that out. But we'll ask ChatGPT how to show a new Twitch follow, for example. Let's try this one. In my chat. In OBS and not on the kind of what is it main screen, like the video display, not on the main screen. Let's see what it says. Thinking to display a notification of a new Twitch follow in your OBS chat for your own view, we can install a Twitch bot. Okay, so I'd stuck with Restream because it's free, but. And then you can set the bot to announce follow, but it's suggesting things like Streamlabs, Stream Elements, or Nightbot, which I've heard of Streamlabs and Stream Elements before. So, and it's right. So that's basically what it's saying to do. I'm going to ask it, can you do that with restream? Can you do that? Restream. I'm not sure whether we can. You can. Okay, apparently we can do. See, this is why I like ChatGPT, because it's good for like, I find it good for the initial research. Okay, so, oh God, now I can see myself there too. There's too many versions of me. Like I've got a version of me there, and then this version of me. Oh, this is too many. Okay, let's see. How do we do that in Restream? Go in, connect it. Once connected, go to chat and download the Restream chat app for your platform. What is the Restream chat app? Did not know that existed. Chat app. I feel like I'm getting quite heavily invested in Restream. And this is a live video chat tool. Okay. Okay. What is it? Something that you downloadable, client, chat, blah, 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 blah. But I'm already logged in. Why is it not doing it? Download it from. Okay. Where do we download it? Where do we download the Restream chat from? Oh my goodness. It just says go to Restream and then download it. I don't think it does. I've only got the basic version though. Is that possibly it? More actions. Embed. I'll be honest. This the only problem is sometimes ChatGPT is not great, but also I've noticed Restream isn't the best for like having like clear content, like clear information and stuff. Oh my days. Right. Is there another way to do it? The relay mode. I can't find out how to do this easily. Is there another way? Like maybe using like another way with OBS and like Twitch, maybe like the API or something. Oh, ChatGPT is your cousin. I don't know, like that's, I feel like that would be concerning if ChatGPT, like I said, I really like ChatGPT. I think people say pretty bad things about it, but if you and your cousin have had a falling out, and that's why we don't want to talk about it, then I can get that, but I don't know, I use it a lot, man. Like it's ChatGPT, like for sure. Like you got to be careful with. Like at once it diagnosed me with some really serious genetic condition, and it was absolutely convinced of it. And then there's this whole thing about strawberry. I don't know if you've seen the strawberry thing, like how many R's are in strawberry, and ChatGPT is not happy with with that. But I really like it as a tool. I really like it as a tool. I am definitely all sorts of stuff, teaching me coding, helping problem solve stuff, like life stuff, legal stuff, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. AI will indeed, ma'am. I just like, I don't know why I'm talking about it quite affectionately. Yeah, coding. So I've used it for, oh my God, I'm so nerdy, right? So for example, I'm just going to try and scroll through here. Let's go way back, because that was one of the first things I started to do, was use it for coding. There's been a lot of legal stuff. It's been amazing for helping with legal stuff, which is great. Oh my God, I've used it loads. I'm just scrolling through here. I'm like, go down. So many chats, man. Okay, so way back, I was using it for like creating like Python scripts and stuff, you know. So it's more like like starting off with, like, again, this is really nerdy, like data entry stuff and things. I 100%, Elias, I'm not a pro at coding. I'm one of those annoying people like that. I started learning, so I had my own small business, and I started learning like how to use tools like, do you know, like Zapier or Zapier, depending on how you call it. So basically like learning the absolute basics of like API stuff. And then I have like either built or like made changes and stuff. Yeah, it's Python. And the problem is that like I'm one of those like armchair coders. So I have tried to do courses where I've learned Python, you know, like learn how to use Python, right? And actually I had a boyfriend like at uni, which is a very long time ago. And the irony is like he was I can't even remember what he was studying, but he was at like it might have been like computing engineering or something. But I remember he was so passionate about Python, and it was this new code. And he wasn't the sort of person that was an extrovert with a lot of stuff. But I remember vividly him talking around Python and had these huge, fucking massive, thick books. And this is like 20 something years ago. And he was just like, this is it. Like Python is the way forward. And he had like C++, like Java, like all that sort of stuff. And he was one of the first ones that was like really getting into it, like in his group. And he was just talking about stuff that I was like, no idea about. So I find it quite ironic now that I'm like proper baby, like learning like how to set up a virtual environment, like how to do the basic scripts and stuff. But I'm not really learning the language. ChatGPT is helping me with stuff. Because I think what I'm trying to make is too advanced for like a newbie. It's not mega advanced, but it's too advanced for me to work it out myself, and then I get impatient. So I end up, yeah. So you're a uni student and you're also learning coding. Okay, and still a beginner. Oh, see, I think I would really enjoy doing it. I was literally saying this at the beginning stream, like I do really well when I'm learning, like academic learning. So you've got like classes and structure and tasks and projects, because when I don't have that, I know you are meant to sort of just code what you want and like enjoy it, but like I say, I get too complex because I have autism and ADHD, so the ADHD bit takes over. I'm like, oh, I want to do this and then add this on, and then I then also struggle to finish them. So one thing I'm trying to code at the moment is that I'm really annoyed with the banning bots on DayZ, right, for Xbox console. And it actually turns out it's pretty easy to do like API calls, work out if someone has killed people, and then like ban them. And one of the problems we have, oh god, this is all going completely, sorry, I could totally nerd out with this. This is, I mean, I've done gaming stuff and I haven't really done like any of these conversations on stream. But there's the bit of me, I think the autism side is a bit like, well, why are there these problems with it? And obviously I haven't seen the code, and I wouldn't even properly understand it, to be honest. But my brain, I think, is quite good at understanding processes and systems and like problem solving. But I'm not very good at learning actual languages. And then I'm quite impatient. So I think I'm getting the problem of that I've got the ideas and the creativity for the problem solving. I'm like, oh, we could do it this way. But the actual executing on the code bit, I think I probably, like a lot of people, but I get really frustrated with it. And also I don't really want to make a calculator, you know, like that's one of the standard things. I don't really want to learn how to do that. I want to learn how to build this bot to make sure that we can ban people, and that then also we have the option to have, oh my God, I'm really going to go off on. I really like the idea of software or things being tools for us. So the admins can then still interact with stuff. It's not just completely automated. There is some human input, but that when you get a spate of people using like VPNs to then block their gamer tags, so then they can then get in as alts, that it can then flag or do some decision making stuff. So I think this is where like the AI stuff comes in. Do I have a book for? I have no books on any of this stuff. Like honestly, this has all been, originally it was me using things, yeah, like Zapier, which they've built to deal with APIs. So that helped me understand the type of things that are possible with APIs. But I got quite limited with it because it started to get more and more complex. And I don't know if you have this but it's this problem where when you have a basic tool, and then you get more and more complex with it, it just starts to then get clunky. Like you need to just basically you need to build your own custom thing. So that is really cool. I like, this is the thing though, I don't even honestly know enough to know the difference between when and why would we use Java, when and why would I use Python. Like all I know is I want to build this thing, and then I research and see what the GitHub says or something like that, and then I cobble something together. But most of the stuff seems to have been Python based that I'm looking at the moment, and I've done more on that recently. So I think that's probably the route that I'll go down with learning some more stuff. But I do know that Python and Java, there's a fair amount of similarities, aren't there, with regard to it. It's not like it's hugely different, but there's obviously really key things that are hugely different between Java and Python. So, but yeah, this is what I mean about being an armchair coder. Like, I don't even know why we would use Java in one case, not in the other. What are you working on at the moment? Oh yes, okay. The first bit of the link. Isn't that like don't they have free lessons for a range of stuff? Because I feel like I've been to that site for learning the HTML stuff. Yes. Okay. Yeah. See, literally at the beginning of the stream, I was talking around with ADHD and body doubling, like when you want to go and revise and you would go to the library, it would be easier for me. When it comes to learning stuff, like I feel like it's that I'm lazy, and it's just not. It's just I can't concentrate on it. Like I need like self learning on something like using websites like that. You can teach yourself all this stuff, like people have. I just can't stick to it. I feel like I need someone to crack the whip to keep me, like when my brain wants to go off and do something else, like play games all day or something. So I get partway through, like what basically the learning curve is steep. It will flatten off, and as soon as it's not exponential learning, my brain's like, yeah, let's go on and do something else. So, see, that's a skill that I'm going to have to learn as well, because ChatGPT's code that it makes is, of course, it's not like efficient or anything, but one of the things it does do, which is helpful, is that it will put the notes in. So particularly when I find ChatGPT is very good for when you've got one or two like basic functions that you're trying to like do, and then but it's not very flexible in how it does it. So it'll go in a particular route, and then if you're like, oh, we can't go any further with this, it struggles to, even in the same conversation, to go back and then try and approach the problem in a different way. But using the notes that it has in the code, I find it a lot easier to do it. But I don't know, I feel like I need some sort of coding club thing. Do you know what I mean? Like where we have projects that are fun to do and have a deadline, because otherwise I don't know what to do. But I'm just trying to see, like there was a lot of, God, I was using ChatGPT like way back, so like 2023 I think is the first one. So yeah, I've been using it for a while. But a lot of it has just been, the more recent ones is that I've been having to do some legal cases. So I've been having to do stuff like learn how to get all of my emails from Gmail, put them in an inbox file, then get them uploaded to Dropbox, then try and get a script where it can like read the emails to give me a summary, because obviously ChatGPT can do summaries. And then cross-check that there's no duplicates, all that sort, that's the sort of thing that I've been doing with it. And it does work pretty well for doing things like that. I'm just trying to see what else we're doing. And then again, it was able to like help me with doing things like the Discord, like the API stuff. It definitely is useful with. And I think that's what I tend to be looking at a bit more. Yeah, I will. It's, honestly, Elias, like I know you're right. Like it's kind of like knowing that you need to eat fruits and vegetables or drink water, like but then do you do it? Like it's like, ugh. Whereas I get very stuck on, but I want to do like the fun projects, but then I can't. But what are they working on with you at the moment? What projects and stuff are you working on? So I think I've managed to, instead of doing any work in this time period, I think I've managed to spend the entire time chatting, which actually I really enjoy. Maybe I should be a bit more confident, and then we can do some more of the coding stuff and things on here, because I think people do streams where they're doing coding. So they're sort of teaching you, Elias, from like the bottom up, right? So they're teaching you the actual proper principles of coding. Right, yeah. Think of it as that I am doing the exact opposite kind of learning. Because I was trying to remember, I had a good friend, and he did, again, like computing at uni. And some of the stuff he was talking about, I remember just being like, oh, I felt like my soul would die, because it was these principles, and there was so much like maths element to it as well. And I was struggling to understand, how does what they're learning actually equate into being like a software engineer or something. But it's to understand the principles of stuff, isn't it? And work through whilst you're doing little projects and stuff on the way. Is that right? Right. I'm gonna have to go, man. Maybe, yeah, this has been good though. It's been great chatting with you. Maybe I'll be a little bit more confident to perhaps do some coding streams or admin streams in future. I do tend to be pretty good at trying to put clear labels on what I'm doing as well. So timing wise, I'm sporadic on when and how I stream, but at least you'll be able to check in later at some point. I'm also on YouTube, by the way, because they only hold the videos on here for like a while. So but yeah, no, this has been a good like chance conversation. I've appreciated it, dude. That's really good. So yeah, I'm actually gonna disappear and then come back again to do lots of DayZ today. But I've been umming and ahhing about, I mean, yeah, like I say, I've tried to get courses to work through stuff like myself and things for a long time, and it's one of these things, like I feel like I really would enjoy coding, and I feel like I'm almost at the point where I can start to really probably get my teeth into it. But I think one of the things that's missing is that the basic principles of stuff. I'm like, anyway, feel good that you have inspired somebody with stuff. Enjoy your day today, and I'll see the rest of you guys in about 10-15 minutes, I think. All right.